Okay, this game is weird but interesting. So I'm gonna go over like everything, even the smallest details. So at the start, this factory placement is good. Like you can still push it a bit further away, but you don't need to. Like this max placement is great for your com because you're right on the edge. But the thing that I would have placed the com here, like on the opposite symmetry, because you want to have access to this to build, and your com is kind of stuck on this side. So if you're already there, like you can just expand here and build your T2 here, for example. This factory placement is good. Like maybe you would push it and place it like this way because your com is here. So like your fab just spawns between the two maxes, but it's alright. And just the little thing is that when your factory is building, like you have before the fab gets queued, you have all this time to first of all build this, but you can also set the rally point on the specific side you want, because like this side is great because like everything is near to each other, but this side like you're gonna lose some time going here, going around, going this way. So you want just to set a little rally point here and use your fab afterward, because like most of the time they just queue on the right side, if I'm not mistaken. Like if you look at this angle, it's always gonna go on this side first if you don't set rally point. After that, max, that's good. You have already your queue and everything. Multiple things, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but in a few seconds. Like you have your fab together, that's good. But the thing, I don't know if it's a mistake or like you selected one fab and not every one, or like this one was already assisting this one. But the issue is that if it's not intentional, that's because like you assisted your factory onto the fab. That's like the normal thing people do because they don't want to set every single fab individually. But the issue is that if you have the two fabs selected on this one and you take the three of them and queue something like metal, this one is gonna build the thing he was doing, but the two of them are just gonna ignore the assist command and start doing other things like building mechs. So either you just select the one fab that like is the leader of the three and you set him to do some things, or you just reselect the three of them, click them on the mechs so like you are not assisting this fab, and afterward build the thing you want to do, like mechs here, radar or something like this. That was all. Yeah, like you don't really want to build it separately, like you don't really gain something important, like you just lose a bit of time, and it's maybe slightly more efficient but not noticeably, and it's like just a pain to do this instead of just like selecting the prefab and telling them to build a single thing. Second thing is like you don't need PGen before second factory. Like in any, like even maybe if you're doing like 5 vehicle fabs maybe, but in like 90% of the cases you don't want to build PGen before second factory, because like you really want this factory to be early. That's like the main thing, because if the enemy went like double bot, double vehicle, something like this, or like something stupid like double air that you probably don't want to do, you can scout it early, and that's like the most important thing. You already queued your scout, that was good, because last time I saw you missed a bit of time, like that's not really important, that's good. Second thing is like, don't bother doing this, and very important thing, what does this radar bring you? Like you will have vision over this, this, and this. This is like the normal, one of the normal expansion paths you can have. Like you're just gonna go here, so like you're already gonna have vision on this one. This side is like the main expansion path you take first, so like you don't need a radar here because you already are going to have units on this side. So like if you want to build something, you're gonna build it like maybe a tower here, but like because you already have a single las here, this radar is not going to provide anything. And if you wanting like to see something on the back of your base, you really don't need it, because the only thing that's gonna do something is drop, and drop are like already not something you encounter a lot, I would say, in silver or bronze. And second of things, drops are mostly centered around T2 or like T1 Inferno heavy drops. So like at the start of the game, you really don't need it until like maybe 4 minutes. And like even if it drops you early, you have your com nearby, so like you really don't, like this is not useful. And second thing is locust or locust drop, and this comes like at 10, 12 minutes, so like you have a lot of time. Right now, this is just like 1 max you lose in metal building time, so you could already be here building your first max instead. That's what he's doing, like he's already gone this side. After that, you went another pigeon. So like that's like you're building your free pigeon after the second factory, but like you just lost some time here. Because like that's more than the cost of a factory, so like you were a factory behind, timing wise, on your factory. After that, this, like you already built this too early, so you don't really, like you really don't want to do this. Like that's just one more thing that just produces too much power, you don't need it. Like if you crash power early, it's fine, like it's, the build is supposed to work like this. You have a radar, so you could say you need a bit more energy, but like honestly it's really fine. And the first thing you want to do is prioritize metal. Sorry, give priority to metal building. So like the free fab, like you could even go to 4, but the free fab you have are really needing to build more mechs instead of building pigeon. Like you already lost a bit of time here, and here you're losing like so much more time. You could have, like, instead of building these two things, you could have had your 4 mechs ready, pop a turret something, already go on this side and build a proxy. So that's something else. Just ready, a bit more ready here. What else? So like everything is kind of changed from this point because like this changed like how you played afterward. You saw right before that he went, like that's pretty important. He went normal. That's by that I mean some factory air triple pigeon. That's like the most normal thing to do. And after that, he went like, you know, the fabs are here, like you're gonna scout it. He went fabs. Double vehicle fab is like kind of the same as triple bot. Like it's not really the same, but it's like doesn't really matter. He went AA, so like you're not gonna gain any value by having Icarus. Like you can have Icarus in your base, but you're not gonna gain anything any value by attacking him with Icarus. Same with Bumblebee. Like first of all, Bumblebee, like you have this, that's like if you go one pass it, you're gonna die for sure. Second thing is if you go one pass it, you're probably won't going to kill them because you can one-shot bot fab, but you're not going to one-shot vehicle fab if you just click on them. You need to microbe it, and because you have the AA nearby, it's hard, and like a Bumblebee won't be effective in 90% of the case here. And after that, he's making ants. And that's the big mistake. If he's going to build ants, first of all, he's not going to expand this way because they're going to be too slow. He's not going to like put any kind of pressure on your side because he's going to struggle to even like keep up with his fab. And he's just gonna stay here, stay turtley, something like this. So you have two things. Either you take all your doxes, put it here, and kill every single fab that's trying to expand this way, and maybe go kill a few ants, but like that's not recommended because at the earliest stage of the game, 4 or 5 dogs are just gonna trade badly against an ant. And second most important thing is that you are not pressured. Like that's kind of the same thing as the last game I saw. Like you have at least 2 minutes to do everything you want to do before the pressure is gonna come. So you can build like 2 more fabs going to expand this way. You can build an air fab on the back. You can send fab here, do like drop a vehicle fab. So, like you can do everything. You have a lot of time. And that's linked to the other thing I wanted to say. You don't really want to build an air factory because like this is first of all a small map, radius wise and metal count wise. Like 45 is not a lot and 500 radius is pretty small. Second of all, like you see, like you're not pole spawn. The pole is here, and like you're closer to each other than what you should normally be on normal map. And also you have like a kind of big straight lane before between the two people. So it's gonna be like maybe not against this guy, but against most people in like silver and gold. It's gonna get pretty aggressive pretty quick. So air is very useful. Like you probably don't want to skip it, but as a third and a fourth factory, you probably want either vehicle or bots because you're gonna need to like very quickly pressure these points and these points. That's just like another thing that maybe double air isn't really made for this map. After that, like you see, he's already at 61 metal. You're still on 47 because like your fab were supposed to go take these ones. That's why you're crashing metal and you're finding power when you don't really need to have that much power. This is good, but also like if you scout proper, like this, honestly, like this is way better than I saw in last game. Like this is good because like you're gonna take maybe just a bit here because you'll never know like if fab goes this way, and you want to scout until you see something. Like this is good because you know there's nothing, but you want to scout until you see something like these guys, so you know if you can attack with your dogs. Like you see one end, one over end behind. Not sure you're gonna kill something. Like maybe you can target this one and go kill this one, but like you're maybe just probably going to lose these guys. After that, you're a bit delayed on. That's honestly alright. Like you have 3 fab, you're going to 4, 5, and 6 fab afterward. That's good. Something you can do is either with the air fab you go this way, either you go this way. You choose to go which way? No, you didn't plan it. Okay, so like you lost these guys, which is not that much because they're not like, that's just dogs, but you could have just saved them instead and wait for like 4 more dogs to come and try to kill something. But good thing, like you put pressure on him, so he's building a turret for no reason, and that's good. After that, this is good. Like just take metal, you're free to go. Same issue, like I don't know if it's your Q or like your auto factory, but don't do that. Like if you have one setup, just change it to like either start pretty late at like 6 minutes, or that's maybe not the best, but just change it to docks only. And when you need grants, you're manually going to control click them because like 90% of the time docks are good, and 10% of the time grants are better. So like the easiest thing is just to have docks queued, and after that change it during the game if you need it, but not first. With that, honestly, Ant is fine because like 90% of the time in mid and late game, you're just going to want like a normal composition of Ants, Spinner, and Inferno. Just early game, you want more strikers. So like you just have to remember to clear the build queue in the factory before using it. What was I saying? This is an alright radar placement. Like this, like you see, you're already over the edge of the vision. Here you're already at it. Here your fab is going to get more vision, but like you already gained from it. And this side is also on your side, so you don't really need to, you don't really need to have a radar here. But already if you have a radar or something like here, one, you have information on here, so like you know where are units, you know if it's going this way or not, you know if he is already taking like this mix, for example. Other radar placement is maybe like here, so like you have vision on the middle here, you have vision on this one here, you know if he's coming from this way. Because it's already pretty close, you are probably going to know if he's building a factory here, because most people are not going to build a factory like right here. They're probably going to put it here, so with the radar just here, you're going to see it pop. What else? Radar here is good. Like you want to have vision on the most mechs possible, so with this, you see if something is coming from this side to this side. You see if he has taken these 2 mexes and if they are defended, because like if you just see 2 points, that means that you can just send few dogs, kill them. If you see 2 points with like 2 other points here, that means that there is a turret or like things like this. And this one gives you this one is better honestly than this one because it gives you vision on this side, and the proxying that will be happening here. And you have a bit of vision on the back, like you don't really care about here. After that, Bumblebee is kind of, or like you know you're not gonna gain value because he has AA here and he's in his base. You didn't scout here, so you don't know if he has a nerf fab. So like Bumblebee is not needed honestly. Like he has enough AA to defend from it easily. the thing with every time you build something other than a hummingbird, you're gonna lose on the air potential. So like, it's weird to say, but if each one of you has the same number of air factory, every time you build something else than a hummingbird, you're gonna lose the trading that's gonna happen. So if he has 3 hummingbird and you have 5, it's alright. But I think I like to go like at least 6 or 7 more hummingbird than my opponent. And after that, I try to build more bumblebee or do something else. But right now, what you need is like he's not pressuring, so more fab, and he's turtling, so you don't need that much either Icarus or bumblebee. After that, this is good, but like you need to pump out fab from them. Come use idle. This thread placement, like you know it didn't send anything this way, you know it's like pretty turtle is not doing anything, so either you send your units here, like the same I said last time, is that you need to project your forces, so like with units here you gain the same amount of protection as having them here. Threads here is one not useful, like this is a good thread placement, here is a bit on the edge, but I don't know, like it's fine, honestly, either here, like you don't really care about this. But sorry, I lost again. Okay, if you want to place a threat, fine, this is a bit too much on the edge, but it's alright, doesn't change anything. And also, like, why do you need the threat? If you didn't place one here to defend this one, that means that either it was a mistake and you wanted to place one and you didn't thought about it, either it's not useful. And if you had sent your units here, you would have saw that it doesn't have anything. So this is one of the mechs you lose in building time. So instead of building that, you just take the mechs, and build your turrets either like here, like close him in his side and like prevent him from going elsewhere. This is totally like you saw he had you're going to saw maybe like you know he has T2 T1 tanks, he has a turret, he has everything, so with docks you're not going to push through that, and that's right because you don't need to. Like literally this guy has 2 mechs on this side, like this one is one of the base mech I would say. He has 2 mechs on this side, so like it doesn't he loses more metal by building this factory than he's gaining actually from those mechs. You have those two for free because like you just have a few units in front, you didn't build threat, you didn't build a radar, you didn't build a factory. Like all of this, it's savings for you. This turret you can place it here. I would go double if you want to place one because like the metal difference between single and double is negligible. And like this one is 225, double laser is 320 I think. Like it's really cheap. So you can just build a double directly because it's like way more HP, a bit more DPS, that's just better overall. And maybe place it here because like that's same with CSG, like it's between walls. Either you place it here because there are walls from each port, either you place it here because like the edge are defended. If you want to place one here, you want to do 2 things. One, defend the most mechs as possible. So if you have the opportunity to take this one with your threat, you take it. And if you have opportunity to close an area with CSG on the side, you do it. So like here is good. On top here is like a bit too far because he's already here. So probably just one here is good. This one is not gonna defend like the backside actually, so you don't need it. After this, what I'll say is double not single because he has T1 tanks and then just gonna roll through this. After that, maybe double wall in front, so like if he has Inferno, you're maybe going to tank a bit longer and that's good. Apart from that, this is good. This is not really needed because if he sends something to kill your airfab, this is not going to save it. Like you're going to lose your airfab anyway, so you can just like go and take it. Second of all, a single airfab is not fast enough to actually build efficiently a factory, so you just maybe want more mixes instead. And after that, that's like this fab is not needed, your cub should be doing poor and you're already like floating. The thing is that like they say, yeah, you need 3 pigeon between each factory, so like you build 2 first, 3 pigeon, over 1, 3 pigeon, over 1, 3 pigeon, over 1. But like most of the time 2 pigeon is fine. 3 pigeon is just on like normal sized map where you have at least 3 or 4 fab, and every time you add like 3 fabs, you have a fab, you are proxying a lot and everything. It's like 3 pigeon is honestly a lot. It's comfortable, but you don't need it. You can go to 2 pigeon if you're playing like a small map like this. Apart from that, what's good? Like, yeah, you have this barter was kind of bold. Like, I wouldn't do it, but you gain value from it. So, like, why not? Honestly, yeah, it doesn't really matter. This is good. Like, you should have just take this one, but take metal is just good in general. This thing is a mistake. Like, you went here, you knew you was like ahead in the unit count here, so like it was going to do something with a lot of T1 tank. Either you try to build a turret here because you think you have time and you think you can defend here, either you just don't bother because like here is just... The thing is like, he's here, he has 2 mexes that you are not going to take because he's just too close. There's 1 mex here that is kind of like, he will destroy it, but he will probably not take it. And there's 2 mechs here that are easy to take for him, but also easy to kill on your side because like you already have units here, so he's not going to defend this one. In this case, you can just take a fab, build a turret here, so like he cannot go through this side, and like this is good. Like he could go on this side, but that's not really useful. Like that's not important. Double laser here. Oh, sorry, I'm in the cover. Okay. Double laser here, some wall in front, and you're gonna go on the back and maybe do a proxy to have drifter, do just a radar and AA, something like this. Now we're on a small map, so starting T2 at 6 minutes would be nice, I would say. Like, you started 1 minute after the start, so like now you could start your T2. This is like I said, too close to the CSG. Like you could control more space here. This is good, but you want to place a turret because like you have no way of protecting these metals. This is alright. Like double bots isn't really useful if you're going to push to tank heavy fortifications. Like you can do it for grants, but you're gonna need to have a lot of grants if you have triple bot factory. Like just do single bot, double vehicle, and you're good. This is good. You take more metal. This was kind of weird, but you know it worked. And now it's a question of closing the game because like you're just winning on every single direction. Like you don't see it in the, particularly in the eco number, but like you have way more units, you have more army value, you have like just proxy everywhere. It doesn't have anything. After that, you want to scout again before T2 stage because your T2 choice will be dependent on what the enemy has. Most of the time you're gonna go T2 bot because that's like the easiest thing to play, but sometimes you maybe want T2 tank or T2 air, like not on this map T2 air, but you know. What's more to say? Pushing with your com is like, it's something you can do, but first of all, like you lose timing on your T2 because your com is supposed to help build your T2. Second of all, you're not building more pigeon while you're walking, so like either you are going to be low on pigeon, either you're gonna need some other fab to build pigeon when this fab were supposed to build T2. And the thing you're doing right now, you can already be done with T1 tank and you already had this structure, so not really useful. And right now, like you already have won the game. He doesn't do anything. You need, like at this point of the game, probably you want to place a radar here because like every time you can gain free vision on his space, that's a good thing. Either you place radar here, either like you build a turret here, radar on this side, either you go with R-fabs, build a radar here. Because now the thing you need to prevent is a comeback, and the comeback is possible with like 6 R-fabs that are just building mechs. He's not doing that because he's, you know, like not that good. But he could have just built here, built here. Teleporter or like AA turret pelcher, and if you have a pelcher on the back of your base, you're in real trouble. Like he could have killed your max pigeon with just one here and just put pressure. Right now, you just need the T2 to finish the game, or like a lot of T1. That's what you're doing. Like, this is alright, but with T1 tank, you would have gained more value because T1 bots are just gonna get one shot by a double laser threat. Like this. Like, you're gonna kill this, but you're losing a lot of value. Like, at this point, it doesn't matter, but T1 tank would have been better. You can just push with your com and this, that's an option. But like, you don't need to do it because you're already like at 50% health. T2 air, that was not going to do anything. What else? Like you won at this point. I think that's pretty over. So mainly like just do regular fab opening with 3 or 4 fabs and do like the 3 of them together building the same mexes, and don't stop to build neither radar or pigeon. The only like option is the only alternative, sorry, is to take mechs, and if you really need it, build a single laser turret at the start, at like in the early stages, if like you lost all your dogs on his side and he's coming to kill your fab, so like maybe just build a T1 turret somewhere. But apart from that, just build mechs, like the more the better. I like to do, on this map, I like to proxy here, but on most map, you take your base mechs. That's gonna be either 3 is not often, you don't often see only 3 mechs, but like 4 is the standard, 5 also is standard. So either you take the base mech that are like 4 or 5, you take at least 4 of the mechs, maybe 2 other are good. Like you can go up to 6, or like you don't really have a defined number, that's more a question of positioning, but I would say minimum 4, maximum 7. You build a proxy, you probably build a radar with it, because it just gives you a lot of vision. You can build a thread, but like if you have proxy, it's already a threat himself because it's building units that can shoot something. So if you have a factory that has a lot of health and that's building units that have DPS, you don't need a threat. You build turret where you don't. Like if you build a threat here and build your factory here, this factory is gonna put DPS power on this side, and this side is gonna be protected with the turret, so that's good. But you don't need to have both of them on the same thing. And at this point you won. Nothing else to say.